So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I was playing with dyeing coffee. This is why, because I wanted to try the reverse coffee dyeing, and this time being that the papers already have coffee in them, and then I'm going to use water to kind of like erase or reverse the coffee staining. So this is going to be pretty cool. Another experiment. By the way, Marci here. Hope you're having a good day. And this is just soapy water, and I'm spreading all over my already coffee stained paper. If you want to see a picture of how I did it, head over to my Instagram at mixitupmarci. But basically I just dipped them in coffee, and some others I just painted with the coffee and a paintbrush. And then I'm just splatting some water here and getting some cling wrap to see if it takes the color away or moves it around and gives it a nice texture. We're gonna go back to that later, but now just take another one of your papers, spray it with water, and you're gonna start like drying it, and you're gonna see kind of little marks around. And I like this, but it wasn't completely what I wanted, so I waited a little bit more, and it actually did this. You can see that it looks like, you know, the more you leave the water on the paper, the more it will take the coffee away, and I really like this. So yeah, this is another way to kind of like do splatters on your paper. At the end of the video, I'm gonna have a little surprise for you. Probably you already saw it on my feed, again on Insta, but you're gonna have an extra free printable for this one. Now I'm trying to put some water on the paper so that I can blow on it, and I'm sorry you can see my head in some of the shots on my messy hair, but I just wanted to move it around and leave it on the paper so that this way it will again absorb more of the color, and then with the paper towel I will just take it away. And I think this looks so cool. I don't know about you, but you can use this even for, you know, wrapping a present. It's just so cool. I really like it. And you can actually make kids, I already scanned and printed some of this, and my kids were doing like little spiders on top of this, and like spider monsters or whatever. I don't know, it was fun. But going back to the cling wrap, it wasn't completely doing what I wanted it to do, so I dried it up a little bit, and yeah, tried to like take some of that color away and help the cling wrap do its thing. So yeah, and remember we did the rice on top of wet coffee. Now we're doing wet rice on top of dry coffee, and this turned out really cool. It looks like bacteria, but it's like the reverse image of the one that I did before, and I really think this is really cool for like a science journal or something like that, because it does look like bacteria under the microscope. And now here we go with the noodles. Instead of dry noodles on top of wet coffee, we're doing wet noodles on top of dry coffee, and this turned out exactly how I thought it was going to, just a little bit cooler. And now we're gonna do coffee cup marks like we did in my other video, but this time it's just water. Just make sure that if you want it really white, you need to really let the water soak up that color, and it will be sharper and neater of an image. And it turned out really cool. Get a dry paper towel if you can. I was working on multiple things this day, so my paper towels were drying and they were wet, and just keep going at it. And again, these are going to be available for you to print for free for your personal use. So I'll leave all the links and the materials and the links to where you can print them. This is just a fan brush and water, and I'm just moving the brush around to just take some of the color away. I thought it was pretty cool. But you can try this at home and play and do different things, you know. Try Q-tips, for example. That could be a cool one. I don't know. And oh, I didn't try the fork marks like I did on my other video, but I just figured, you know, I wanted to try something different, and I knew that the marks were gonna turn out cool anyways, so I'll probably do that for another video, but for now this is it. Again, you need to play with coffee more. There's so many things you can do with it. And by the way, the papers that I have, I think they're 12 different ones, and for you to print for free, I mean. And there are like more on that website that I'm going to link to. It's a Wix website or whatever that I upload my papers for you to use. But I have more stuff there if you want to check that out or watch some other of my videos. And now I'm taking a toothbrush and wet it with water, then splatter all over the paper. And again, just use a paper towel to take some of that color away. And it looks pretty cool. This could be a background for some art that you do, or you can print it and wrap presents with it, or do journaling with it, or just, I don't know, whatever you want to do. The possibilities are endless, and these are so easy to make. So yeah. Now with the wet toothbrush, I'm trying to make some marks, and I really like this for like a background when I'm writing. So this would probably be like a page in one of my journals, or for collages. But I don't know, it's just less color. And now I'm trying to draw with the water. You know how I love rainbows, and I am just doing a little bit of water, brushing it on top of the paper, then taking some color away with the paper towels. And you're gonna see that I also do kind of like marks with it. So I just touch the paper, lift that color up, rinse it in the water, and you can see that my water is getting a little bit more coffee color. And it's okay. I mean, you don't necessarily need to use super clean water to do this because it's gonna get dirty anyways. It's like when you're doing watercolors. But just like I said before, play with it, because it really does make you have fun and think outside the box. Let's see. Now we're just taking some of the color away, and if you saw my other video where I did the coffee squares, this is just taking the color away from the already stained paper, and it's really easy. You could do like quotes inside those little squares. You can do hearts or mini pictures, and this is an update on the bubble one. You can see that the bubbles are not the same as in my other coffee paper. And that's okay. It's experimenting, like I said, and do some experimenting of your own and share the results with me. You can send me an email, you can tag me on Instagram, just let me know what you're up to. Now this is kind of tedious, taking the wet noodles out of here because they're not completely dry, but I wanted to be able to remove them without ripping the paper, and I figured that if they dried on the paper they might rip it, but that didn't happen. So some of them were dry, some of them were wet still, and they just came out fine. And again, I don't use these papers for my projects. I print them, so I scan them and I have them on my computer so that I can have them ready to print whenever I use them, and I don't use the originals. Can you see how cool this is? Man, this is pretty nice. Just coffee and water and some noodles, and you have this really cool pattern on it. And here's the rice one. I really like this one. My bacteria one under the microscope. Look at that. I wanted to try this string too, the one that we did on my other video where the string was like super wet with coffee and then it marked, the paper left a mark. And in this case I did a square on one side and the little string on the other. The string was wet and I did a little bit more water on top of it to make it like really saturated. And this is when it was dry how it looked. I mean, it's not like the best one, but I still included it in the free ones because you can fold this in half and make it a card. But here's the string one, and even though I like it, it's not my favorite, but it's really cool. You can actually doodle on top of this and it will be really cool for like maps or Cheshire mats for little kids. This is how the bubble one turned out, and look at this. You can touch it and it will go away. Doop, it disappeared. So it left kind of like this 3D bubbly dry texture, soapy on it, and I didn't like that. It didn't work as well as I thought it could, but it looks cool anyways. It looks like landscaping, or you know, you can draw little houses around here and it will be like a map. So I brought back the one that I did before, and I wanted to sponge it and take some more color away for writing. So this one turned out really cool. I even rolled a napkin and like moved it around. This one, I really like it. Looks like an old treasure map. And this is how they all turned out. They are for you to print for free for personal use. And at the end, I did some little doodling with some bears, and I included them as a free page. So if you like bears, yeah, you can just cut them out and use them as stickers on your journals or books, or as gift tags, or whatever you want to use them for. So I hope you like this video. I hope you like the papers, that you find them useful, and that you can make pretty stuff with them. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day. Bye!